Hello. So I don't really know. Well, I do know. I'm really feeling like mom's spaghetti right now. But I feel like I really need to share this. So I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before, I made a video kind of about like the physical awakening that I had a few years back. So I kind of just want to share what most would consider paranormal activity that I experienced after the fact. I don't really consider it paranormal because it's just a part of my life. It's just always been a part of my life since I was a kid, and I never really shared any of those experiences with anybody because it was always made out to be like I was crazy, and you know the story. But I want to talk about the most crazy experience I ever had. So I had started ABA, and I was working in that field, so I had to take an exam. So I go to take the exam, and I go up to the receptionist to check in. And it was really crazy because me and a different grandfather, not the great one, but my dad's dad actually, we were the only left-handed people in our family. So he would always make a joke that, I don't know if it was to make him feel better or me feel better, or both, honestly, but he would always make a joke, and he would say, that just means that we're in our right frame of mind, because I don't know if, how many of you know, but basically your dominant hand works from the other side of your brain. So, it was just a fun joke for us, but I check in, and I had to sign the pin pad, to confirm, blah, 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 and I'm signing the pin pad, and the receptionist goes, it's this old lady. I mean, I don't even know why she was there. She should have been at home, like, knitting a sweater or something. But I go to sign the pin pad, and she goes, oh, well, you're in your right frame of mind. And I looked at her, and it was like, it was her, but it was my grandfather's eyes. And nobody ever really comments, about the left-handedness. And whenever I seen, I'll say her eyes, I'm not convinced, but it made me cry. There's been a lot of tears, a lot of sweat, not much blood, at least on my hands, but that's a story for another time. Anyway, so I'm sobbing. Again, I'm just sobbing. And he, I don't even know, looks at me and says, everything's gonna be okay. You just have to keep moving forward. And I was at a point at that time that I really didn't know which way to go. I really didn't know what was happening. Like, I had read about it, and I had, looked up other people's stories, and I was just really doing a lot of soul searching. And I don't know, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but she or he tells me, go to the bathroom and, basically clean your face and come back out here. I'll wait for you. And literally, it was like everything that she said was him. Like, it was the way that he would say it to me, and just the eyes were just eerie. But I was so grateful that he was so bold. He's still bold, believe me. But it was what I really needed in that time. And so I think maybe this can help somebody to not feel like, if you're having these experiences, don't dismiss it, because it's happening for a reason. And here's the circle. Everything happens for a reason. There are realms that we cannot see as humans. I can't see things. I mean, I see things, but not in the realm. It's more of just the frequency and the vibration that I pick up on. And like I said before, sometimes I can discern whose frequencies and vibrations they are. Not always. Usually I'm getting better at it. I guess the discernment of, what the spirits are. And so I go and I clean my face and I take a minute and I'm just like, dude, this is insane. This is crazy. I'm nuts. Like, I should probably go talk to somebody after this. And I had been struggling to, not really struggling. I just didn't put in the work to pass the exam. So this was not the first go round of taking the exam. I don't know. I was in a really weird place. And so I go back into the, the lobby, to the waiting area, and she's just normal. Just normal. Doesn't say anything to me. Doesn't, just like it never happened. Her eyes are back to normal. And it was like, I'm still kind of like, I wish that I could just show people that knew him how it looked, because I feel like some of them would confirm it for me. Not all of them, most of them probably wouldn't, but I can't really think of anybody right now off the top of my head that actually would confirm it for me, so I take it back. I do wish that I would have had a video or a picture or something, just for myself to be like, okay, I did see this. I really did see this. So I hope that this can help someone that's maybe going through those things. I was a little hesitant to even make this video just because, it sounds crazy, but we're in a crazy time right now. And I know I'm not the only person that has dealt with this and not had it embraced or watered, I'll say. And that made it 100 times worse. To go through those types of experiences, especially as a child, alone, it does make you feel crazy. And whenever you're not with your soul tribe and you're not around people who want to see you prosper, who want to see you abundant, who don't want you to be self-sufficient, it can be very lonely. And I just, hopefully I can help somebody to not feel that way, especially as an adult, because I think Saturn went direct today, maybe tomorrow. And Saturn is obviously the bringer of karma, which is why my dragon's name is Saturn. So, you know, I just want to extend, I guess, just compassion for somebody who, as an adult, is just now maybe opening those gifts, or trying to understand like what is going on. You're not alone. We're never alone, even if we're alone. So talk to your spirit team, you know, the Savages too. Talk to them, because you need them too. And everything is going to be okay, guys. We're going to make it. We're going to get to the end. We're going to win. And that karma is going to hit. And we need to be ready. And we need to be confident in our abilities. And, you know, just shine. I hope everybody has a great night. I will see you later.